Ramadan is a month of fasting and prayer. It brings us closer to Allah and each other. It brings us closer to Allah and each other.
Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Sayyidil Anbiya'i wal Mursaleen. Amma ba'd, fa'udhu billahi minash shaytanir rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. As-salatu wassalamu alayka ya Rasulallah. Wa ala alika wa ashabika ya Habiballah. As-salatu wassalamu alayka ya Nabiyallah. Wa ala alika wa ashabika ya Nurallah. The Prophet of mankind, the peace of our heart and mind, the most generous and kind, sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wa sallam, has stated, whoever recited salat upon me 10 times during the day and 10 times during the night will attain my intercession on the day of judgment. Sallu ala al-Habib sallallahu ta'ala ala Muhammad sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wa sallam. Alhamdulillah azza wa jal, my dear viewers, in this beautiful silsila of the blessings of Ramadan. Alhamdulillah azza wa jal, in the last episode, I discussed about the blessings of Taraweeh. And inshallah azza wa jal, in this episode, I shall carry on talking about the blessings of Taraweeh. The Prophet of mankind, the peace of our heart and mind, the most generous and kind, sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wasallam, performed the Taraweeh Salah himself and liked it very much. Therefore, he sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wasallam has said, whoever offers Salah in Ramadan due to faith for earning reward, his next and previous sins, the minor ones, will be forgiven. However, he sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wasallam didn't offer it consistently, lest the Taraweeh Salah becomes fard for the Ummah. During his reign, Amir al-Mu'mineen Sayyidina Umar Farooq Azam radiyallahu ta'ala an saw people at a night of Ramadan offer the Taraweeh Salah individually in the masjid. Some of them were offering alone, while some others were offering with an imam. Observing the situation, he radiyallahu ta'ala an said, I consider it appropriate to gather them all behind one imam. Therefore, he radiyallahu ta'ala an appointed Sayyidina Ubay ibn Ka'ab radiyallahu ta'ala an as their imam. The following night, he radiyallahu ta'ala an saw people offer Taraweeh together with Jama'at. Pleased, he commented, Ni'mal bid'atu hadi. This is a good innovation. But dear viewers, did you realize how intensely the beloved and blessed Prophet sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wasallam cares about us? He sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wasallam did not offer Taraweeh Salah consistently just for fear that it might become fard for his ummah. This narration removes some doubts and misconceptions as well. For example, beloved Rasul sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wasallam could have launched the Taraweeh Jamaat himself, but he didn't do so, giving his ummah the opportunity to introduce good and useful innovations. Sayyidina Umar Farooq Azam radiyallahu ta'ala an enforced such an act that the Holy Prophet sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wasallam did not do. In other words, offering Taraweeh with Jamaat. He radiyallahu ta'ala an did not do this on the basis of his personal opinion. In fact, our beloved Rasul sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wasallam had already permitted his ummah in his visible life up to the day of judgment to introduce such new and useful innovations. As clearly stated in the following hadith, the beloved and blessed Prophet sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wasallam has said, the one enforcing a good innovation in Islam will get its reward, as well as the reward of those acting upon it after him without any reduction in their reward. And the one enforcing an evil innovation in Islam will have its sin as well as the sin of those acting upon it after him, without any reduction in their sins. The foregoing blessed hadith has made it as clear as a bright day that the permission of introducing new and good innovations in Islam up to the day of judgment has already been granted. Alhamdulillah azza wa jal, many such useful innovations were introduced. Some are as follows. Number 1, Amir al-Mu'mineen Sayyidina Umar Farooq Azam radiyallahu ta'ala an enforced the Taraweeh Jamaat, declaring it a good innovation. Therefore, it is obvious that if the blessed companions radiyallahu ta'ala anhum ajma'een introduced a new innovation after the apparent demise of beloved Rasul sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wasallam, it will be considered a bid'at hasana. Number 2. In the past, there used to be no arch, mihrab, in the masajid for imams. It was Sayyidina Umar bin Abdul Aziz radiyallahu ta'ala an who first got an arch constructed in Masjid al-Nabawi. This innovation, bid'at hasana, has now become so popular that masajid throughout the whole world are identified by the arch, the mihrab. Number 3. Likewise, domes and minarets on masajid throughout the world are an innovation. Even the minarets of Masjid al-Haram did not exist in the time of the Holy Prophet sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wasallam or his blessed companions radiyallahu ta'ala anhum ajma'een. Number 4. Imani Mufassal. Number 5. Imani Mujmal. Number 6. The 6 kalimas, their numbers, the sequence, the first kalima, second kalima, etc. and the names. Number 7. Dividing the Holy Quran into 30 parts. Diacritical marks, dividing it into sections, the ruku, the punctuation marks, and even the dots above and beneath the letters, publishing it with attractive covers, etc. Number 8. Publishing hadith books, arguing the authenticity of narrations, dividing ahadith into categories such as sahih, hasan, da'if, mawdu', etc. Number 9. Fiqh, usulul fiqh, and ilmul kalam. Number 10. Paying zakah and sadaqah fitr in the form of coins and printed notes. Number 11. Going on Hajj pilgrimage by liners and aeroplanes instead of camels. Number 12. The 4 orders of Sharia and Tariqah, Hanafi, Shafi'i, Maliki, Hanbali, Qadiri, Naqshbandi, Soharwardi, and Chishti. My dear viewers, a question may arise in someone's mind as to what the following 2 blessed ahadith mean. Number 1. Kullu bid'atin dalala wa kullu dalalatin finnar. Every innovation is heterodoxy. In other words, deviation from Islamic teachings, and every heterodoxy leads to hell. Number 2. Sharul umuri muhadathatuha wa kullu bid'atin dalala. The worst of actions are innovations, and every innovation is heterodoxy. Without doubt, both the blessed ahadith are true. In fact, the word bid'ah mentioned in these 2 ahadith refers to bid'at sayyi'ah, misleading innovation. And indeed, every bid'ah that contradicts or removes a sunnah is misleading. The detailed description of this issue has been clearly mentioned in some other ahadith. Therefore, the noble Prophet sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wasallam has said, the one who introduces such a misleading innovation that Allah Azza wa Jal and His beloved Rasul sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wasallam are not pleased with, will have the sin of the followers of that bid'ah without any reduction in their sins. In another hadith, the mother of the believers, Sayyidatuna Aisha Siddiqa radiyallahu ta'ala anha, has narrated that the Holy Prophet sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wasallam has said, the innovation that is not based on our religion is rejected. These blessed ahadith clarify that any innovation which contradicts the sunnah, misleads people, and is not based on the principles of our religion is a bid'at sayyi'ah, misleading innovation. But any such innovation that helps people practice the sunnah and is based on sharia is a bid'at hasana, a good innovation. Committing on the hadith, وَكُلُّ ضَلَالَةٍ فِي النَّارِ, Sayyidina Shaykh Abdul Haq Muhaddis al-Dihlvi alayhi rahmatullahi al-Qawi has stated, any bid'ah that complies with the principles of sunnah and does not contradict sharia or sunnah is a bid'at hasana. Otherwise, it is a bid'at dalala. In other words, a misleading innovation. Now, let's listen to 35 Madani pearls of Taraweeh. Number 1. Offering Taraweeh Salah is a sunnatul mu'akkada for every sane and adult Islamic brother and sister. Number 2. Taraweeh consists of 20 rakat. During the reign of Sayyidina Umar Farooq Azam radiyallahu ta'ala an, the Muslims would offer 20 rakat of Taraweeh. Number 3. The Jama'at of Taraweeh is a sunnatul mu'akkada ala al-kifaya. If all the people miss it, they all will be considered to have committed an undesirable act. If a few people offer it with Jama'at, then those offering individually will remain deprived of the reward of Jama'at. Number 4. The time for the Taraweeh Salah begins after offering the Fard of Isha and ends at dawn, Subh Sadiq. If it is offered before the Fard of Isha, it will not be valid. Number 5. Taraweeh can be offered even after the Fard and Witr of Isha as well. This sometimes happens when the witness of the appearance of the moon is obtained with delay on the 29th of Sha'ban. Number 6. It is mustahab to delay the Taraweeh until 1/3 part of the night has passed. There is no harm in offering Taraweeh even after the passing of the half part of the night. Number 7. If missed, there is no qada for the Taraweeh Salah. Number 8. It is better to offer the 20 rakat of Taraweeh in sets of 2 rakat with 10 salams. Number 9. Though all 20 rakat of Taraweeh can be offered with a single salam, it is makruh to do so. It is fard to do qa'dah, in other words, sitting for reciting tashahhud, after every 2 rakat. One should recite Salat ala Nabi after tashahhud in every qa'dah, and recite Sunnah at the beginning of every other rakat. In other words, the first, third, fifth, etc. The Imam should also recite Ta'awudh and Tasmiyah in every other rakat. Number 10. When offering Taraweeh in sets of 2 rakat, separate intention should be made before every 2 rakat. It is also permissible to make only one intention for all the 20 rakat in the beginning. Number 11. Offering Taraweeh Salah sitting without a valid exemption is makruh, and some respected jurists rahimahumullah ta'ala have declared that Taraweeh will be invalid in this case. Number 12. It is preferable to offer the Taraweeh Salah with the Jama'at in the masjid, though it is not a sin to offer it with a Jama'at at home. One will not be able to get the reward of offering in the masjid. In case of offering Taraweeh at home or in a public hall, it is wajib to offer the Fard of Isha with the Jama'at in the masjid first, instead of masjid offering the Fard of Isha Salah with Jama'at at home or in the hall, etc. without a valid Shari'i exemption will amount to committing a sin of missing a wajib. More details on this issue, please go through the chapter of Fayzan Sunnah, The Excellence of Hunger, page number 92 and 93. Number 13. A minor can lead the Jama'at of minors only in Taraweeh. Number 14. An adult cannot offer Taraweeh Salah or any other Salah, including even the Nafil Salah led by a minor. If an adult does so, his Salah will not be valid. Number 15. Reciting and listening to the entire Quran in Taraweeh is sunnatul muakkada. Number 16. If a full-fledged Hafiz is not available or the whole Quran could not be recited due to any other reason, one can recite any surah in the Taraweeh Salah. If he wants, he can recite from Alam Tara until Wan Nas twice. This will make it easier to remember the 20 rakat. Number 17. It is a sunnah to recite Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim once loudly, whereas reciting it in a low voice before each surah is mustahab. The muta'akhirin, the succeeding scholars rahimahumullah ta'ala, have also declared it mustahab to recite Qul Huwallah 3 times in the completion of the whole Quran's recitation. Further, recitation from Alif Lam Mim to Muflihun in the last rakat is also preferable on the day of the completion of the recitation. Number 18. If the Taraweeh Salah becomes invalid due to some reason, the surah or the part of the Quran recited during the invalid rakat should be repeated so that the recitation of the entire Quran would not remain incomplete. Number 19. If the Imam misses a verse or surah by mistake and continues to recite, it is mustahab to recite the missed part and then carry on. Number 20. If there's no harm in listening to the recitation of the complete Quran, one can offer Taraweeh Salah in different masajid. For example, if there are 3 such masajid in which 1/4 parts of the Holy Quran is recited every day, then one can go to each of them on different days. Number 21. If the one who has forgot to sit for Qa'dah after 2 rakat has not yet performed the sajda of the 3rd rakat, he is to sit and complete his salah with the sajda sahaw. In case of performing the sajda of the 3rd rakat, he is to complete the 4th rakat as well. But these 4 rakat will be counted as 2. However, if he had performed Qa'dah after 2 rakats, they will be regarded as 4 rakat. Number 22. If somebody did not sit after the 2nd rakat and perform salam, finish the salah after the 3rd rakat, then these rakat will not be valid. He will have to offer a new set of 2 rakat again. Number 23. After performing salam, if there's a divergence of opinion over the number of rakat, example, some say 2 rakat were offered while some other opine 3, so what Imam asserts on the basis of his memory will be accepted in this case. If the Imam is himself uncertain, then he is to accept the opinion of the one he considers reliable. Number 24. If people are in doubt whether 20 rakat were offered or 18, they should all offer 2 rakat individually. Number 25. The recitation of the equal amount of the Quran during each set of 2 rakat is preferable. If it is not done, there is still no harm. Likewise, the amount of the 2nd rakat's recitation should be equal to that of the 1st rakat. The recitation of the 2nd rakat should not exceed that of the 1st one. Number 26. Both the Imam and the Muqtadis should recite the Thana at the beginning of every 1st rakat. The Imam should recite Ta'awud and Tasmiyah as well. Both should also recite Durood Ibrahim and Dua after Tashahhud in Qa'dah. Number 27. If the Muqtadis of Taraweeh Jamaat feel discomfort, the Imam should only recite Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa alih after Tashahhud and perform Salam. Number 28. Keep offering Taraweeh up to the last night of Ramadan, even if the recitation of the entire Holy Quran completes on the 27th night or earlier, because it is Sunnatul Mu'akkada. Number 29. After every set of 4 rakat, it is mustahab to sit for the rest of the amount of time in which 4 rakat were offered. This pause is called a tarweeha. Number 30. During the tarweeha, it is allowed whether to remain silent, recite salat ala nabi, do dhikr, or offer nafil salah individually. The following tasbih can also be recited. Subhana dil mulki wal malakut, Subhana dil izzati wal azamati wal haybati wal qudrati wal kibriyai wal jabarut. Subhana al malik al hayy alladhi la yanamu wa la yamut. Subbuhun qudusun rabbuna wa rabbul malaikati wal ruh. Allahumma ajirna minan nar, ya mujiru, ya mujiru, ya mujir. Birahmatika ya arhamar rahimin. Number 31. After offering 20 rakat, the 5th tarweeha is also mustahab. But if it is causing discomfort to the people, then don't recite it for the 5th time. Number 32. Some people keep sitting during the initial part of the 1st rakat and stand to join the Jamaat when the Imam is about to perform ruku. It is a trait of the hypocrites. The 142nd verse of Surah Nisa says, وَإِذَا قَامُوا إِلَى الصَّلَاةِ قَامُوا كُسَالًا. Translation from Kanzul Iman, and when they stand up for salah, they stand up lazily. One should also join the Jamaat of Fard Salah immediately, even if the Imam has stood up after completing the ruku. Further, if the Imam is in the first sitting, the Qa'dah, join in without waiting for him to stand. If he joined in during the Qa'dah sitting, but the Imam has finished the Tashahhud and stood up, recite the whole Tashahhud before standing. Number 33. It is preferable to offer the Witr Salah with Jamaat in Ramadan. However, if someone offered the Fard of Isha without Jamaat, he is to offer his Witr individually as well. Number 34. There is no harm in offering the Fard of Isha with one Imam. the Taraweeh Salah with another Imam, and the Witr with the third Imam. Number 35. Sayyidina Umar Farooq Azam radiallahu ta'ala an used to lead a Jamaat of Fard and Witr of Isha, while Sayyidina Ubay bin Ka'b radiallahu ta'ala an used to lead the Taraweeh Jamaat. O Allah Azza wa Jal, make us pious and sincere, and bless us with the privilege of offering Taraweeh with sincerity and concentration every year with a full-fledged Hafid, and accept our salahs. Ameen bijahi Nabil Ameen sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wa sallam. Sallu ala al-Habib sallallahu ta'ala ala Muhammad sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wa sallam.
Ramadan is a month of fasting and prayer. It brings us closer to Allah and each other. It brings us closer to Allah and each other.